Loree Walls, broadcasting from the Mermaid Room. Welcome! Hey, I'm cleaning a filter, changing out filters on a 240-gallon nuclear clear double-stacked canister system. I have had four of these, and that way I have 2 cleaning and 2 in the system. I try to change these out every week to 10 days, and they get to looking pretty nasty. Let's see if I can grab the dirty ones that came out. But first, handy rubber gloves, because these are nasty. So, I know a lot of you with reef systems do not use canister filters. It's an old idea for a reef. This particular aquarium for me is not really considered a reef. I am not trying to grow specific corals. I am keeping all of the fish here that would eat specific corals. So that's the whole reason I have this aquarium, is because of the fish. Fish that I've always wanted, fish my husband wanted, and so here we have it. Kind of green tip to the, let's see if I can grab the comparable clean filter. See if you can see the difference. Yep, it's been about 10 days. I have drastically changed my feeding habits, cutting down the amount of food that I am feeding. I was really just dumping all kinds of food in here and everybody would go crazy. Now I am limiting the amount of food. I do feed twice a day in this aquarium, but these fish are eating large things like silver sides. Most of your reef aquarium fish couldn't eat a silver side if they tried. You'd have to cut it up to provide food. So anyways, that's one thing that I'm doing. Trying to cut down on the feed. Also cutting down on my light. You can see here I've got a lot of dark area in the tank. It is still morning here in Arizona, so it's not fully ramped up for the full day's lighting, which is why I like to get in here and take care of this. Now, several weeks ago, I went ahead and put some ChemiClean in this aquarium because I had not done it since it's been set up. And I just felt like there was a lot of gunkiness in this aquarium, and I really sort of wanted to get it out. So ever since then, I've been running, this is something that comes with the nuclear clear as an option. You know, you've got these giant bags of carbon. So it's really not that dirty. I rinsed the bag mainly because the bag was the main, had caught some dirt on the bag itself. But I think that the amount of carbon in here will continue to last for a bit. So I'm doing this video because I know that most of the people that follow me, which by the way, thank you so much for keeping up with me and all of the ever-changing happenings here at the Mermaid Room. We've always got something exciting to do, and I spend a lot of my time thinking what am I going to do next, along with just regular maintenance, which this is part of my regular maintenance. I've got the bottom filter, the carbon bag, the top filter on. After I rinse the carbon bag out, I've got a little black dust still, even though I rinsed that bag off weeks ago. I still have carbon dust in there. Something I learned a long time ago because 15 years ago, my reef aquarium had this type of filtration system. So I'm very accustomed to knowing that if you get a little piece of sand caught, you know, stuck in here, or, you know, a little critter growing, one of those little shells, critters, and you can't tighten this down real good, you're going to have a leak. So no, we can't have that. We clean these components off. The rubber sealer and center the flow of the water, helps to direct, keeps it in the canister. The lid, I wash this off. Now all of this has to go together just so. That means no sand, no particles, it's all clean. And then there needs to be a very tight seal. And over time, and it did take me some time practicing this, making sure it feels like it's actually seated onto that rubber piece. And it feels pretty good right there. I think I've got it on there good, because next, the metal ring that tightens everything together just slips over the lip. Grab it tight here. I've used the nuclear filters for so long that I've had to replace these components because the nut will eventually, what do you call when the nuts, the shavings come out and it strips. There you go. And so you have to replace the nut, and then over time you have to replace this whole little section here. But you don't have to replace the whole ring, just this part of, let's see if I can get a better aim of the camera down here, see if we can zoom in on that. So we tighten this thing down, squeaky, and it really needs to be tight. But it is still hand tight. I mean, I'm not putting a wrench to this or any other tool. It's really just hand tight, and I know it's pretty tight. So, first thing we want to do is control the amount of water that fills back up into the cartridge section. And there's an air hole on the top, and this little bolt goes in there and tightens down real tight once you get it filled up. Double checking I got it pretty tight, so why don't I open up the valves and we'll start filling this up. Just one moment. Okay, so it's taken about 3 minutes to fill this up, and it's just about done. You can control the flow, but it's quite a bit of water that actually fills this compartment. Double stacked nuclear filters. What runs this whole filter system is this Dart, Gold Dart hybrid pump. This is the beast, and it does make a bit of noise and vibrates. We did put some vibration stabilizer rubber pads under the mounting, because it is mounted to sort of a free-floating piece of wood coated with rubber paint on my stand. So once it goes through the filter, well, actually it comes from that bulkhead. That's water flow. It comes right in to the pump, and the pump comes right in to the side of the nuclear filter, goes down through this bottom filter and right up into the chiller. So right now the chiller is off, the pump is off. I've just about topped the water off here, and what I do is, let's see, where's my right pump? There it is, right pump button. Let's turn it on, see if we got any leaks. Now you hear that pump moving, some water. A lot of times you see some icky stuff blow off into the tank, because who knows, it could be sitting in the bottom of the nuclear filter. Even though I try to wipe out as much as I can, there's sort of a little section there that collects debris. There could also be debris in the chiller. Right now, let's feel for some moisture around this ring. Feeling all the way around, feel nothing happening here. It feels nice and dry. Double check the tightness of my top screw. Feels good. Pump is on. There we go. Everything's leveling back out again. While we're talking here about the 240-gallon aquarium, I wanted to point out also the filter socks. I'm using the mesh filter socks, but I'm adding another sock inside the sock. Let me show you what that is. Okay, you've probably seen these. They're probably 6 inches long. They have a string on top. You can tie the string, pull the string tight so you can hang these in different configurations if you want to put them on, protein skimmer outflow or something else to catch debris while you're cleaning your sump or your aquarium. Sometimes, rather than just dumping all your water away, you just want to get some icky cyano or something siphoned out, but you don't have time to do a major water change. You can always use these. I am using them inside the mesh hanging filters because I can pull these out. They're so much easier to clean because it's not you can stick your whole hand, let's see if you can see, your whole hand inside and turn them inside out. So it's kind of a liner inside of, it's kind of a bag in a bag. So, but these are so much easier to turn inside out. Really doesn't have only the one corner. The rest is this curved section. So it's a lot easier to clean. Throw it in the washing machine, never have to worry about messing up the rings on top of your other filters. So it's something I'm doing, seems to be working really well. They look pretty disgusting in there right now. I'm going to be changing these out right now. But that's what's happening today at the 240. Going back again, because once you have had a leak with one of these canister filters, you're always super duper cautious in the future, because one tiny leak can turn into quite a flood, and it seems that this is absolutely dry. So hurrah! Let's take a peek. We have some lights coming on. See what everyone's doing. I don't know if you can tell, but this sailfin tang is the tang that came out of the Red Sea Reefer 525XL, and this tang is so big, he still sort of dominates this aquarium with his bulliness. I mean, he's just got so much body mass that he bullies some of the other fish around a bit, but I have a feeling that's only for now until someone else grows up. And that triggerfish, that humu, is quite fat, very healthy. Actually, my fish are always crazy healthy. I feed probably, like I said, had been feeding too much, and every fish I have anyway is always pretty healthy. They are never ever hungry. I also wanted to make sure you know, yes, there's a cleaner shrimp in here. There's only one left. There was two in here for quite a long time. I don't know if someone decided, just got mad at the other and ate him, or if he just up and got sick and died. But I've seen him serving the humu trigger, which everyone thought, oh, he's going to eat the cleaner shrimp. But the humu trigger comes to the shrimp for getting himself cleaned. And so there's the cleaner shrimp. I also added some snails, which seem to be doing their job. They're doing pretty good in here. I've only seen one that I may have lost. There was an empty shell. I think I need to get some urchins. Hopefully my fish will not eat urchins too easily. I need to get those big, long, spiky urchins in here. Back over on this side, oh, let's see if we can catch a glimpse. There's a striped creature. A striped creature down in there. Yes. This is an engineer goby, which I hardly ever get to see, but look at him. There's two of them in there. So obviously this is a cave that he's made, and it's quite a structure. Actually, I think he's got an under rock structure that goes all the way across the aquarium. So there you go. You got a special peek at a fish that's very seldom seen, and he won't come out, but he's in there. There's two of them in there. That's a shell, by the way, seashell behind him in the reflection of the light. You can see the sand is thin in that area, so the underlight is showing through the sand. So he's kind of got a lit apartment right now. He's all lit up. Thanks for stopping by the Mermaid Room. Hopefully everyone has a great and wonderful Tuesday. See you soon.